this news with Apple is probably one of the most surprising things I've ever heard come from their company, because I had absolutely no idea, like zero clue, that this service generated them nearly $2.2 billion a year in revenue and is projected to do that by 2023. So Apple News is one of their services, one of the apps integrated into their platform, projected to reach 19 million subscribers and generate $2.2 billion in revenue by 2023, according to analysts. And this absolutely shocked me. I had no clue at all that Apple News generates close to $2 billion in revenue. I had no clue at all. Like, I have Apple News on my phone. I don't pay for it, but Apple News Plus is supposedly a key pillar for Apple and their services, and generates quite a bit of revenue, much more than I would have ever thought. And right now they're projecting that they could reach 19 million paid subscribers by 2023, have about $2.2 billion in revenue coming from this. And essentially the way it works is Apple News, they generate money from having subscribers and from advertisements that are run on the platform. So each subscriber they gain, there's like an incremental amount that they'll be generating every month, every year, but also their advertising. That's how they generate a lot of money on that platform. So right now they have something called Apple Search Ads, ASA. They're on the App Store. I've run them before. I've built a startup app. I have a number of apps on the App Store, and I've used these Apple ads before to help. It basically just allows you on the App Store to get your app to be the highest one, and it appears before other apps if people search up a certain category. So I've done that before with my apps, and it works great. It helps you get more downloads. But with Apple News, supposedly they generate a lot of revenue from putting ads on Apple News. And they said currently they're modeling 36% Apple News ad revenue growth over the next 3 years, which is up from 30% just 3 years for the past 3 years. So they're projecting that's going to grow at a faster rate over the next couple of years. And while they expect Apple to still be a pretty small player in the digital ad market, I think there's a big opportunity for them to grow, especially with their Apple News and their services portfolio long term. So right now they have about 11 million paid subscribers for Apple News. So they're projecting that it could double, and it could reach about 19 million by 2023, and that's pretty big. This is so shocking. Like I don't know people. I just having 11 million paid subscribers for let's say Apple News Plus, I would have never guessed. And projecting that's going to double over the next 2 years. What's happening over the next 2 years that this is going to double? Like, I have no clue at all why this is so popular and why it's doing so well, but it is. And it's going to result in about $2.2 billion in revenue. That's more money than a lot of entire companies generate. And this is something that most people wouldn't even think of. Apple News generating that much money. Just shocking to me. Absolutely shocking.